Aloha, beautiful souls. This is Ryan of tranSOULution, and welcome to Transform with Ryan, where I am bringing you that light whenever there are shadows. So, Soul Fam, in this Pick a Card Tarot reading, we are going to be taking a close look at what's coming that's going to drastically change your life for the better. So, here we have some crystal options here for you to choose from for your reading. We have Iolite, Malachite, Shungite, and Selenite. And so just tune into the different energies of these crystals and see which one is calling you the most. And of course, if there is more than one crystal that is just screaming to give you some information, make sure you check out that reading as well. So you can check below to see the timestamps to go to your reading or readings. I will see you there. Well, hello, fam bam. For those of you that were drawn to this beautiful Iolite crystal card, on the bottom here it says, shift your money mindset. Oh my gosh. Could we not have any more excitement here when it comes to finances here? So there is definitely already from this bottom here, I'm sensing there's going to be a shift in your financial situation for the better for those of you that were drawn to this card. So we're going to look at the tarot and see what other information we can get about this drastic shift, this drastic change in your life. I'm really excited. Maybe because I got money on the mind as well. That was a poor shuffle. So we're gonna do this. And we're gonna do a classic shuffle, my dears, for you, and we'll pull your cards, okay? So let's see what other information we can gain. So I'm getting drawn to, we'll move this up so we can see the unveiling here. So first, we're going to see this card here, and it is the Eight of Wands. Wow. So what I'm seeing here for all of you beautiful souls is, do you see how all of these sticks, from this point of view, for me, it looks almost like they're laying down, and then this one stick here is like shooting out into the sky. And so what I'm sensing here is that there has been this energy of like feeling like you're stuck, like you're not making any headway, like you're not going anywhere. And it's almost as if you are paralyzed in a way when it comes to finances. The sense of like not having any growth, not making any headway as far as getting a raise or increasing your financial wealth. And that's going to change because we have what looks very much like this lightning bolt of energy. And so this is letting me know that this financial situation, this shift is going to be very sudden. It's not going to be something that, gradually gets built up, like, some kind of compounding interest. It's going to be quite fast, actually. And then next up, we have the Mother of Cups. So what I'm sensing here is there's going to be so much peace and relief when this financial situation shifts. I mean, let's be honest, guys. So many people, finances are a huge stressor in their lives. I mean, mine included, right? Like, we're always concerned about if we're going to be able to make enough money to live a very comfortable life year after year, month after month. And, hopefully we'd be able to retire at some point, right? And so what I'm seeing here with this card is that all of those worries are going to fade away. And what I'm also hearing too for several of you from Spirit is that there is some kind of debt, like a financial debt or a burden that has been weighing very heavy on you. And that is going to be alleviated. That's going to be released and relieved thanks to this Mother of Cups energy here. And next out we have the Nine of Cups. Oh my gosh, I really do love seeing this card in a reading because this is talking about wishes being granted, wishes being fulfilled. And so there's plenty of cups to go around. And what I'm sensing here actually with this card is that you should pay close attention to the lunar cycles. Spirit is drawing me towards this moon image here, and something is going to shift, I would say, after the new moon, but before the full moon. That's sort of that time frame I'm seeing now. You know, this is a timeless reading, so it kind of depends on when you're watching this as to when that next cycle is going to be, okay? And with the colors here, I'm sensing so much relief and peace again with this financial burden being lifted. Like it's a huge weight off of your shoulders. Mother of Swords. Wow. So we have two divine mother energies coming through here. So a lot of nourishment. And mothers are speaking to the divine feminine of receptivity. So receiving this wealth, this windfall of money. And here with the Mother of Swords, what I'm getting is that this is something that is owed to you, actually, because of all your hard work, all the kind things and compassionate and like donations and gifts that you've given to others. This is owed to you. I get the sense here that you're a very kind and giving soul, and Mother of Swords here is present to make sure that you get what is due to you, what energy is going to balance out what you've given so freely of yourself here. And here we have the 10 of, oh, excuse me. Yeah, 10, if I could count. 10 of Pentacles. And I had to pause for a second, y'all, because I'm like, why do I only see 9? But this is the Roman numeral 10. Oh my God, I can't. But there it is. My soul fan. In case you missed it like I did, there is the 10th pentacle. Oh my God, it's tricky. You know what that's actually telling me is that this is going to come from a very, very unlikely and unforeseen source. Like you're not even, there's no way that you would have been able to anticipate where this change in your finances are going to come from. It's going to blindside you, but in a very good way. And with all these different colors here of the rainbow, like emanating out, what I'm getting is this sense of completion here. So like all that energy that you were giving out, it's coming back to you because it's what you're owed, what you're due. And so that has come full circle, okay? What has been given can now be received in return. And this sense of fulfillment of that debt. And so for many of you that were drawn to this card and this reading, that debt is going to be paid in full, whether that's, you know, a house mortgage, whether that's a student loan from your education, whether it's a credit card debt, car payments, like all of those things, the finances are going to come in so you can alleviate one of these debt systems or debt, excuse me, that you have in place. Now, I'm called to shift back to this crystal card because it says on the bottom, shift your money mindset. And so one of the things that's going to ignite this drastic change in your life is if you shift your mind from scarcity to abundance. When you shift your mindset to being open to receiving this beautiful energy that's coming to you in the form of money, currency, okay? And be open to it coming in ways that you don't expect. So it's sort of this trusting in the universe that you are going to be provided for, even if you don't know the how, okay? Just know that you'll be taken care of, especially because you have like this mother energy here. It's about nurturing. It's about making sure that you are taken care of, okay? And I also just noticed we have an 8, 9, 10. So the upper levels of the pip cards, the minor arcana here, 8, 9, 10, that's signaling to me it's this rapid closure here when it comes to this money situation, okay? So let's get some divine messages here. I'm being called to get 3 lovely cards that are just going to speak to you about this situation. Okay, so we have here focus. Are there too many things happening at once? Take one step at a time. It's time to prioritize. Let go of negative thoughts. It is important to focus on positive aspects. So the key here, my loves, is this last part. Let go of negative thoughts. It is important to focus on positive aspects. And again, this is that dynamic I'm seeing supported here by the swords and the cups. So letting go of those negative thoughts and focusing on the positive aspect, the positive emotions. So with law of attraction and law of vibration, you want to be in that positive vibrational state, joy, love, bliss, peace. And when the more you can be in that state and less in the state of worry, fear, anxiety, and for some of you, I'm getting shame, even like shame in that you have this debt that still hasn't been paid off. Once you let go of those thoughts and those emotions, then this can come into your life much easier and much faster. Next, we have soulmates. The situation is related to your soulmate, the person who connects with you at your soul level. Soulmates are not only for romantic relationships. This soulmate is given to you for you to meet and to work within this lifetime to grow spiritually together. So what I'm sensing here is with this soulmate, it's going to come through a person, this amount of money. It's not, what I'm getting is not going to come as like a bonus check from work or something like that. It's going to come from like an angel almost. Like, have you heard of those angel investors? Something like that. For some of you, what I'm getting here to share is that for some of you, it's going to also be part of like a will. That you're going to come into some maybe inheritance and money, okay? But it's going to come through a person because we have these 2, Mother of Cups, Mother of Swords, and then soulmate, okay? It's going to come through a person separate from you, not you yourself, or just to make that clear. Give and receive. How perfect is this? We were just talking about completing that cycle here with the 10 of cups, or excuse me, 10 of coins. So it says give and receive. Be willing to give and be open to receiving. You need to be in a balance between what you give and what you receive. Things that go around come around. And so what so many people forget when it comes to the dynamics of energy exchange and cause and effect within this world is that we all have to be very open to receiving things as well. I don't know about you, but I know I was in the very unhelpful habit of telling people like, no, you don't have to help me. I got this taken care of, or I can cover it, or no, I can pay for myself. You don't have to treat me, or no, you don't need to give me a gift. Like, I just wanted to help out because that's what's good and what's appropriate, right? And so we block ourselves off to receiving things in return for all that we give out. And that I can tell already for you, if you haven't been made aware of that yet, now you have. And for those of you that are aware of that, then it's so important for you to really practice that and just accept and really just give gratitude and say thank you so much for this lovely gift, and just kind of leaving it at that. Okay, my loves? So if anything resonated from this video and you are excited for this drastic financial shift in your very near future, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, like this video, and leave a comment below. Comment, I receive financial wealth easily. Comment that down below to bring that energy in, and make sure please to subscribe to this channel, my loves, so I can continue to give that light and love energy to your day, and turn the notifications on so you can be alerted whenever I post the next video. So I will see you there. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'm so excited for what's coming your way. Mwah. Hello there, for those of you that were drawn to this lovely green Malachite card. On the bottom here, it says it is time to transform. Wow. So, I mean, most transformational experiences do have a dramatic effect on our lives. But what I'm sensing here is that this is truly another leveling up for you. It's sort of like, you know how when you're looking at an outline, there's like one, and then there's a bullet point, and then there's like a A, B, C, and then a bullet point, and then sometimes there's that lowercase I, two lowercase I, right? Like it kind of goes in that shift. So your transformation that's coming up is more of that like number one versus a A, B, C, like a sub category, right? So there's this huge transformation coming into your life, this shift in who you are, your energies, your belief systems, and that's going to have a dramatic effect on your life. Now, I'm really curious to see what exactly that is, right? Because I mean, honestly, of course, transformation is going to bring change into your life. But now, let's get some more details on that, right? Because I don't know about you, but I'm super curious on what the cards are going to show us. So let's lay out some tarot here. And first we have the Four of Wands. So what this is telling me is that this transformation, I'm getting the sense it's going to be a bit subtle compared to previous transformations that you've had in the past. And it's going to come through from reflection, okay? It's going to this transformation is going to come through from reflecting on your experience with life so far, as far as like what have you manifested in your life? What have you been able to do? What I'm getting called to share is the creative part. Like what have you created so far in your life? And that could be like creating a home, it could be creating, you know, a lifestyle, creating a career, or for many of you too, creatively speaking, as far as like artistry, okay? Like what have you created in this world to perhaps leave your mark on it, okay? So when you reflect on that and celebrate your achievements and reflect on, I don't really want to use the word failure, but what you may perceive as failure, which is really just a learning experience, right? When you look back at those things, there's going to be a shift in how you're going to move forward, okay? I'm getting the sense here that your life path after these reflections are really, it's going to shift in a wild direction that other people around you are just not, are going to be shocked by. They're going to be really surprised. It's like, wait, what? You're going to do what now? Like, I would have never thought you're going to do something like that, right? So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting here. It's going to really shock the people around you that's close to you. Here we have the Son of Pentacles. And what I'm getting here from the Son of Pentacles is the Sun represents the Knight in more traditional style tarot decks. And so what I'm getting here is the Knight is someone who goes out into the world and seeks adventure. So that's what I'm getting from you here. And for some of you, I'm getting a good sense of you. It's about taking like a trip, doing something out in nature that's going to shift. Maybe you're going to take a road trip. Maybe you're going to decide to go camping or for an extended period of time. And, you know, normally you're not an outdoorsy kind of person, or go on this long hike. Maybe consider visiting another state, another country, like something that involves physical movement elsewhere. Okay, and that's also, you know, that's gonna support the transformation even more, because when you travel to new places, you're exposed to new people, new cultures, new ways of living, and that will definitely have an effect on you. And especially going back to this card, it creates this vibration and this energy and this mood of reflection. Oh, wow, we have another four. So, Four of Swords. So, with both of these cards, this is about, they're really reflecting on still movement. So, not so much heavy on the action and pushing forward and sort of being a powerhouse and dominant kind of personality, but it's more this calm, smooth energy, okay? Like gentle waves versus, you know, tidal waves or tsunamis or something like that, or hurricane, right? It's just these gentle movements. And this this transformation again is going to come through during a period of mostly rest. So when you're doing your travels, it's like you're not working, right? You're not going to your job. You're not doing your day-to-day responsibilities. You're taking a break from those things and going within, okay? So it's really going to change your outlook on life moving forward. And what I'm sensing here is you're going to set new goals that, to be honest with you, these are goals that you never dreamt that you were going to set for yourself, right? Like in the last year or two, you would have never thought to, like, I don't know, visit another country, move to another country, go on a road trip, you know, those kinds of things that just seem kind of out there, or maybe even go skydiving, right? Something like that. So, oh wow, next we have the 10 of coins. Now this came out for another reading, and at first I was so confused because I thought it was just 9 coins, but look here, this 10th coin is like hidden within the middle coin. I know, I felt like it was one of those can you spot what's wrong with this picture kind of things that you used to see in magazines and stuff like that back in the day when, like, the doctor's office. Anyways, totally getting sidetracked here. But what this 10 of coins is representing in this particular reading is this completion of a cycle when it comes to the material world for you. Okay, and you know, this can govern the material world, home, career, and so there's going to be this shift in one of those areas in your life. Okay, and it's gonna start again very subtle at first, to be honest. It's not going to be something that's going to be very drastic, okay? It's going to be like, maybe you're going to see about like an advertisement or something of new homes being built in another area. So you're not taking action just yet, but you're starting to entertain the idea of moving locations, right? Moving to a different place. Or maybe someone's going to tell you about a job opening, right? And now you're going to look back on your career at your present job and you're going to make note of all the things you've accomplished and maybe the ways in which you feel like you're not growing anymore. And so it's time for a change in your career, or to move to a different office or a different company, something like that, okay? Because there's this completion coming in, which is then going to herald in this transformation. Wow, another 4? This is wild. So what I'm sensing here is because the number 4 is so significant, for some of you, this transformational change that's going to have a drastic effect on your life is going to happen in the month of April, the 4th month here. Yeah. For some of you, maybe within 4 months of you watching this reading, okay? So here we have the 4 of coins. Now, what this is wanting to share with you is that the reason why this transformation is coming is because you've been a bit too comfortable in your lifestyle right now and the way that you do things. And so you're not growing because there's no challenge. Okay, and so this transformation, this change, is driven by the fact that your life has maybe felt a bit stagnant recently, okay? And then there's no growth, there's no evolution, there's no excitement. And so that's what's coming in here, okay? This new information, new opportunity, because it's time for you to transform, time for you to change and grow beyond the bindings that are in place right now, okay? So let's pull some divine oracle message cards here to kind of support you on this change and, you know, and give you a little bit more information as well, okay? Wow, it's going to be different for so many of you watching this reading. But like I said, it's meant to shift this stagnant energy that has been dominant in your life right now, okay? Abundance. Congratulations. You are blessed with abundance. You deserve divine gifts such as good news, a new job. Oh my gosh, guys, were we just not talking about that? A new relationship. Okay, okay. Or material things. Ooh, maybe some of you are getting like a new car, even. And we already talked about a new home, right? So let go of your worries and doubts. Just follow your divine guidance. So, for those of you that are maybe a little bit averse to change, universe told you now. Let go of your worries and doubts. Universe has your back. So, it's right there. You will find what you are looking for. It's hard to see what's under your nose. Change your perspective, open your eyes. It is right there in front of you. So, for some of you, I get the sense that some of you have known that it's time for a change, and maybe you've just been a little uncertain as to like what that change is going to be, right? You've contemplated and thought things out, but none of these ideas are really sticking for you or bringing you much excitement. Don't worry. It's going to appear when you least expect it, and it's probably going to be something that when you look back here, you may be like, oh my gosh, like, of course it was that thing. Like, how did I miss that, right? So don't worry about it. Everything will be revealed. Purity. Your pure thoughts will reach the divine. Keep your thoughts crystal clear. Focus on your loving thoughts and cherish it. Purity of the heart is the gateway to the divine. Beautiful, beautiful. And I actually am called to say this is going to mean something very specific to those of you that are watching this reading. And so there's no need for me to interpret it specifically. There's no messages coming through. And that actually doesn't happen very often. So I'm going to hold this card up here so you can just take a look and soak it all in. But if you enjoyed your reading, make sure to give this video a like, give it a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below calling in this positive, beautiful transformation that will help your soul evolve and grow to greater heights. Now, also, if you're enjoying this content so far and you enjoy the messages that you've received, please make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn the notifications on so you can check in when the next video is released. I don't know why I had a little pause of breath there. All right, my loves. Thank you so much for joining me today for your reading. I will see you on the next video. Hello there for all of you who were drawn to the Shungite crystal here. I love Shungite. I actually put it in a cup of water and so it helps kind of cleanse the water and release some minerals and ions into the water that are healthy for you. And you know, my friend who has a crystal shop taught me that like a couple years back. And so if you haven't gotten your hands yet on a piece of Shungite, I highly recommend you find a crystal store near you and check it out to see if that stone resonates with you. So on the bottom of this Shungite card, it says, detox your life. And so what I am sensing from spirit here when it comes to this Shungite is there is something in your life that is going to be making an exit. And not that this exit is going to be like, you know, all the bells and whistles, this dramatic affair necessarily, but it's going to be something that is going to alleviate and free up a lot of your energy. And for some of you, it's really going to relieve a lot of stress. And what I'm getting in specific is there's a person in your life that is pretty toxic, and that person will be making, you know, an exit, will be moving on to other things. And so you won't have that toxic energy, toxic emotions, toxic negative energy like around you any longer. So let's see what other information we can get about this detoxification of your life that's going to have a profoundly positive effect. So let's look at this tarot deck for more info. Okay, so first we have the Ace of Cups. So again, what I'm getting here is this emotional relief, this emotional release. Like someone or something has really been weighing you down and bogging you down and making you feel kind of crummy is what I'm getting. It's like, you feel kind of icky when you're in that situation, when you're at that place, or you're around this person. So that is going to be released because now we got this fresh, new, lovely energy coming in that's gonna bring a lot more joy into your life. Next, we have the Seven of Coins here, or Seven of Pentacles. I'm not getting anything super clear on that, so it's telling me we should flip over the other cards. The Two of Wands here. So this is telling me that this change, this detoxification, is really going to open up your mind, open up your heart for something that's a little bit more nourishing and fulfilling to you, okay? Because now there's this void, this space that is open after this toxic energy has left that can be filled with this goodness, okay? And so something is coming in that's going to really excite you, all right, and really inspire you. That's a good word. This inspirational energy here. I'm getting a message from Spirit that it's almost like, once this, I guess, burden of a person, a place, a thing, whatever, once that burden is released because it's like really been soul sucking and draining for you, you're gonna have this breath of fresh air. And with this, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, now I have so much free time and so much more energy. Like, what am I gonna do with it? Right? And you're just gonna feel so free. And next we have the High Priestess here. And what I'm getting from this is that this has been long overdue for this thing to leave your life. And maybe, okay, now this is making sense to me. So maybe what's been happening is you have been hoping that the situation was going to turn around. You were thinking that, oh, this is just a rough patch, this is just a bump in the road, and this thing that feels so toxic and so negative, the energy is going to shift soon, right? Any minute now, things are going to start to get better, and I'm going to see that uptick, right? It's like the stocks is like plummeting, and you're just kind of holding out because you think it's going to make a comeback and bounce back and rise back up. And the thing is, it isn't. That's why it's leaving, okay? That's why it has to make its exit stage right. And you knew that intuitively. But, logic was arguing otherwise. Logic was saying to you, your belief systems were saying to you, maybe even other people were saying to you, like, hold on, like, don't make any rash decisions, don't jump to conclusions or rush into things, like, just see what happens. The thing is, though, that's the energy of the pentacles, and the coins is like slower energy. But the truth is, intuitively speaking, you already had the sense that this thing had to go and leave your life. You just weren't sure of how to do it, right? And maybe some of you were getting a little held back because you weren't sure, or you were afraid of what's going to be on the other side of that release, okay? And now we have the Five of Coins here, and we have this rose that's kind of wilting. And really what I'm getting from this one, and it's so interesting because we have this sort of like rainy vibe on both of these cards here right next to each other. But what I'm getting is that this situation, this person, this job, this place, whatever, really was a drain. Like your energy was getting wilted from pouring so much into this that is not really giving you anything back. And actually what I'm seeing with this card is once this detoxification occurs, right, this cleansing, this flower is going to start to bloom like the spring, okay? It's going to start to blossom again, and it's largely driven by this cups energy here, um, this energetic sigh of relief, if that visual makes sense to you. So let's get some divine messages here from the Divine Oracle about this situation, about what's going to be changing in your life, and maybe some more details, you know, some guidance, some details. Okay, purification. Oh, there we go. And this cleansing of your energies and your space, in particular, your physical space, because people leave their energetic imprints on things. And so there's this purification of your physical space as well. So purify your body and energy from toxic environments, habits, relationships, or situations. Oh my gosh, I swear. I just love when the tarot and oracle and spirit does this kind of stuff. This synchronicity, this sort of affirmation, confirmation. And look, detoxify your body. Hi, detoxify. The simplest way is to take a bath with sea salt. It can help you detoxify physically. Beautiful. I think that card, you know, kind of speaks for itself, so we won't harp on that any longer. Opportunity. A great opportunity is coming your way. Stay positive and be open for an amazing future. Pay attention to detail and messages. Take action by following divine's guidance. So this is speaking a little bit more to after that detoxification process. So remember how I was saying some of you were maybe afraid to make a move because you weren't sure what was on the other side of it? Well, this is spirit telling you not to worry about what's on the other side of it, because spirit is just waiting for you to go through this step of detoxifying your surroundings, your energies, and then it's gonna like plop, drop that opportunity right there for you, okay? And lastly, we have nature. Go outdoors to find balance in your life. Spend time in nature. Connecting with nature will help you feel refreshed, energized, and simply clean your aura. Okay, so more cleansing instructions we have here. So definitely go outside and take a walk, especially if you can, either barefoot or in a wooded area. The oxygen that trees provide and the energy that they have is really a direct reflection and channel of Mama Gaia, of Mother Earth's energy towards you. And this one was saying to take a bath with sea salt, but for those of you that are near a large body of water, like swim in the ocean, swim in a lake, or what is the other lake? Not a pond. I guess you could swim in a pond. That's the other thing I was thinking. But swim in a large body of water if you're able to as well. Okay. I was just thinking about these cenotes, which are in Mexico, and these are these pure, clean bodies of water that come from deep within the earth, and they have a lot of energetic cleansing and healing, physical healing effects. And I got the opportunity to go to them last summer, and it was truly life-changing, and it felt so wonderful to spend like a couple hours in the cenote and then come out feeling like truly energetically cleansed, like a fresh start, fresh beginning. And that's what's coming in for all of you after this detoxification process. So if you enjoyed this reading and you got something out of it, make sure to hit that thumbs up, that like button, and leave a comment down below, welcoming in that cleansing energy. And of course, if you enjoy your reading, please make sure to subscribe to this channel and turn the notifications on so you will be able to jump in when I post the next reading. All right, my dears. So have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Take care. Sending you so much love. Mwah. Hello, loves. For those of you that were drawn to this selenite crystal here, on the bottom it says clear the clutter. And so what I'm getting a sense of is, for many of you, this is about getting rid of a lot of belongings, like physical, material belongings. So going into the closet and getting rid of old clothes, looking through your belongings and donating the things that you don't really use anymore, okay? And with this decluttering, you're going to feel this opening up of your energy, okay? When we have too many things in our home, then the space becomes more constricted and more restrictive, actually, as well. What I'm getting to also share with those of you that were drawn to selenite is to look up feng shui, okay? It's spelled F as in Frank, E, N as in Nancy, G, that's the first word, feng, and then shui is spelled S as in Sam, Hui, okay? And what feng shui is all about is highlights really your physical space, your home, your office, bedroom, those kinds of things. And it talks about how to organize the furniture and what types of, decor you can use that will help energy flow easily into your home to attract love, to attract money and wealth, to attract blessings and good health, those types of things, okay? So there's going to be like a huge shift when it comes to the way you look at material belongings. So that's the main kind of energy I'm getting for those of you. Of course, since this is a general reading, it could be clutter as in like things in your life, responsibilities, clubs, classes, something like that where your time is just too booked up, you're too busy and you don't have enough downtime to rest and recuperate, right? So maybe you're one of those, like, what did they call it back in the day, those PT moms, where it's like they help with the bake sale, they're part of their child's extracurricular activities, whether they're like the soccer mom or they're the beauty queen mom or, the theater mom, like whatever. So it's like you go to work, you take care of the home, and you do these things with your kids. You're the president or secretary or treasurer of this club or organization, and then you have your Zumba classes, and right, there's just like a lot of things that you're doing, and you have like a book club. And so it could, for some of you, instead of a physical decluttering of your home and like doing a garage sale, donations, feng shui, it could just be a time commitment decluttering, right? And declaring of your responsibilities and passing on the torch or allowing other people to help support you in these things. So let's pull some tarot and let's see more details on this drastic change that's coming into your life, okay? So we have first out the Fool. So this is about fresh, new beginnings. The Fool isn't characterized by having a lot of experience, a lot of things to do. The Fool is like carefree, responsibility free, and is just out there looking to experience life. And so that's what I'm getting here is like creating these openings to start fresh, start anew. So reassess, like, what are these things that you need to keep and what are the things that you can actually let go of, okay? Like maybe it's time for some of you to buy a new bed. Like you've had your bed for so long and it's starting to affect your back and your sleep comfort, and it's time to get that bed out of there, right? Or maybe there are some boxes that you've been meaning to donate for a long time now and you just never got around to it. It's about getting those things out of there, decluttering, okay? Getting this fresh, new start, allowing new energies to come into your life. The sun! Oh my God, and look at how the color scheme is just like so similar with the oranges and the reds and the yellows. And so what I'm getting here is that this is gonna feel so wonderful. You're gonna actually, some people, they have a hard time parting with things and letting things go, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be the opposite experience for you. Like you are going, it's like gonna be the celebration for you to be able to create space, create openings in your life again. And it's really what I'm getting is it's not just gonna benefit you, but it's gonna benefit everyone around you as well. And what I'm actually getting from spirit is that there are some relationships in your life that have kind of fallen to the wayside or haven't been nourished as much because of this clutter in your life, whatever form it takes. And so those relationships are also going to benefit from this decluttering as well. Like you're going to get to spend more time with them, connect with them on a deeper level, and really treasure each other again, is what I'm getting. Yeah. Lovely. And here we have the Son of Wands. And so what I'm getting here is once this decluttering happens, you'll actually have a clearer view of what you want out of life, what you actually do want to be doing from here on out, okay? Some of these commitments that you've made, some of these things that you've held on to, those are things that don't resonate with you anymore. Like you've outgrown them, right? Or you're not really interested in them. But it's that thing where it's like, well, I've been in this thing for so long already. Why not just keep at it? Like, why quit now? You know, I get that a lot in relationships for people when I chat with them and I coach them and stuff. It's like they've just been doing something for so long that it's just like, why stop now? You know. And so what I'm getting here is this pausing and stopping is really going to inspire you, okay? And you're going to have so much more clarity on what you want out of life. And look at that again, the yellow and the red and the orange. You know, that's actually speaking to me of the lower chakras, okay? That, the chakra about stability, security, self-expression, self-confidence, self-esteem. All of those things will be elevated once this decluttering happens in your life. It's going to be drastic. You're going to feel like a completely rejuvenated person. Oh, I'm excited for you. Oh, Mother of Wands. So we have 2 Wands energy here. And so what I'm getting right off the bat with this is, do you see how the snake is kind of wrapped around the eggs in this very protective stance? What I'm getting is that has been your energy as of late. Like you are just not wanting to part or let go of these things. You just have this sort of attachment to it. And what I'm sensing is that the attachment is because of time. Okay, like you spent so much time on it. Not because it necessarily has a lot of value to you, to be honest, right? Like it's not something that you truly value anymore. Like there's other things that you would actually want more in your life, right? Okay, let's be honest there. No shame, no shame. Don't shame yourself. Don't feel bad about it. It's okay for our wants and our desires to change and shift. Okay? And again, red, yellow, orange. My gosh, this is like such a beautiful color schematic here that I'm seeing here with your reading. The Tower. Oh, okay, my loves. Again, the same color schematic. So with this card, what I'm seeing is that, this is something that you've had to let go of and clear out for probably a while now. And Spirit is really encouraging you to do it voluntarily. Or else something might come into your life and force you to let it go. Okay? Now, I don't mean that to come off ominous by any means, but think of it this way as an example, okay? Like we've all been in this situation before. I know I have a couple of times actually. Is when we start to notice that we're getting like really tired or fatigued, maybe that we're coming down with a cold or something, right? Sometimes we're a bit stubborn and we just keep going. Like we don't say, oh, I think I'm coming down with something, I should probably rest. Like, no, things to do, places to go, people to see, right? We have responsibilities. And so we charge forward and we keep going with completing our tasks, but at the sacrifice and the detriment of our health and well-being, until at some point we just kind of collapse, right? And we don't have that energy to keep going on anymore, and like we really get sick, right? And we get forced to stay in bed. And then sometimes because of that, the recovery period is a lot longer, right? So that's this tower energy. It's like coming in, and it's like we were ignoring the signs, we were ignoring the calling and our gut instinct to just kind of stop, let this thing go. And so it's going to get, swept out of our lives in a very dramatic way, right? And one example that I'm thinking of is that, sometimes when we spread ourselves thin and we have too many things going on in our life, what ends up happening is we're not doing any of those things really well anymore because we're just splitting our energy too much. And so something kind of falls apart, right? And it's like, which one is going to give first? Because I'm not able to support these projects and these responsibilities in the way that they need to be supported to flourish and bloom. And then something comes in, like someone says, hey, like I can tell that you're really like bogged down. This is too much for you. I'm going to have to take you off this assignment, right? And so something like that might happen if you don't really take stock and like say, okay, what is something that I really am not passionate about? What is something that really is draining my life? And I'm not, feeling that energy exchange. I'm not receiving as much from it as I am giving to it. So what are those things? And then clearing them out. And again, those can be physical objects as well, like things you don't use anymore, but you hold on to for like maybe sentimental reasons, right? Okay, so let's get some divine oracle cards here to give some more information, some guidance, some encouragement. There you go. One jumped out already. And let's get a couple more here. So let's start with this one first. Spirituality. Everything happens for a reason. It is time to grow your spirituality. Think about your spiritual aspects, study spiritual matters, and practice connecting to the divine at a deeper level. So I'm getting the sense that a lot of you are coming back to yourself, that you have had a lot of other external things taking up your time and energy, and now it's time to come back to yourself. Learning. It is time to learn something new from books, school, or from other people. The power of knowledge makes you smarter and wiser. Keep your curiosity alive. Oh, beautiful. So this is speaking more to the Fool energy for what I'm interpreting here, is that once you free up your time, you can spend your time and energy now learning something new. Maybe you've wanted to learn a new language or a new skill or craft, and now once you free up and declutter, you can make space for that. Visualize. Visualize what you want in your life. It helps manifest your dreams faster. Make a vision board and meditate with crystals. Once you visualize, let it go to the divine and allow it to manifest. Wow. So this is your opportunity, loves, for this new beginning. So get rid of this old stuff, welcome in the new. Now, if anything from this reading resonated with you and you're calling that energy into your life, give this video a thumbs up, like this video, please, and leave a comment down below, letting us know what it is you are clearing out of your life. And of course, please, if you enjoyed the energy and the vibes from this reading and this channel, make sure to subscribe and set the notifications on so you will be able to catch the next video as soon as I post it. So I'm sending you all so much love. I sense this beautiful spaciousness that's about to be a part of your life, and it feels very, very lovely. So take care, my dears. Mwah.